Imagine this for a second. You wake up one day and everything feels off. The world outside looks the same, but inside you feel heavy. Maybe things aren't going your way. Maybe you're dealing with personal setbacks, health issues, or just the weight of everything happening in the world. It's in moments like these that our vibration, the energy we emit, plummets. We feel disconnected from everything, including ourselves. But here's the thing. What if I told you that right now, even in the midst of your hardest times, you have the power to instantly boost your vibration? I'm not talking about some long, drawn-out spiritual process. I'm talking about real, immediate shifts in your energy that can change the way you experience your day, your life, and your connection to the universe. We've all been there. Life throws curveballs, and suddenly we're stuck in this low state, unable to see the light. But here's the truth. Your vibration is not determined by your circumstances. It's determined by how you choose to respond to those circumstances. It's about what you focus on, how you breathe, the thoughts you entertain, and the energy you allow into your space. Right now, we're going to dive deep into how you can shift your focus and elevate your vibration instantly, no matter what's going on around you.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
First, let's establish something profound. Everything is energy. You, me, the air we breathe, the thoughts we think. Everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. When your vibration is high, you feel it. You radiate peace, joy, and love. You attract positive experiences. But when your vibration is low, you feel stuck, anxious, fearful, and disconnected. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, things just seem to go wrong? That's not a coincidence. The energy you emit outwardly reflects back inwardly. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we shift from a low vibrational state to a higher one, especially when life feels overwhelming? The first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. Right now, inhale deeply through your nose, hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. You see, breath is the simplest tool we have to recalibrate our energy. When we're stressed or anxious, our breath becomes shallow and our body enters a state of fight or flight. But when we consciously breathe, we signal to our nervous system that it's safe to relax. This simple act of deep breathing can instantly boost your vibration because it brings you back into the present moment. And that's where your power lies, in the present. Now, let's talk about awareness. You've probably heard this a million times, but it's because it's that important. Where your attention goes, energy flows. If you're constantly focusing on what's wrong, on the things you can't control, your vibration will stay low. But if you can shift your focus, even just for a moment, onto something that brings you joy, peace, or gratitude, you'll notice an immediate change in how you feel. It's like tuning a radio. If you're on the wrong frequency, all you get is static. But when you dial into the right station, the music plays clearly. So what are you focusing on right now? Is it the stress, the worry, the fear? Or can you shift your attention to something that uplifts you? Maybe it's the sunlight streaming through your window. Maybe it's the sound of a bird outside. Maybe it's the fact that you're alive, breathing, and capable of change. These small moments of gratitude, when focused on intentionally, can be enough to raise your vibration instantly. And the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. But here's a question for you. Why do we so often resist this shift in focus? Why, when we know that focusing on positive things can elevate our energy, do we cling to the negativity? The answer lies in our conditioning. We've been trained by society, by culture, by our own past experiences to believe that life is hard, that struggle is inevitable, and that peace is something we have to earn. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Peace, joy, and a high vibration are your natural states. The reason we feel disconnected from them is not that they're out of reach, but because we've forgotten how to return to them. This brings us to another crucial tool for boosting your vibration: letting go. It sounds simple, but letting go of what weighs us down is one of the hardest things to do. Whether it's a past hurt, a grudge, a fear, or an expectation, these things cling to our energy field like anchors, pulling us down. But the moment we decide to release them, to forgive ourselves or others, to stop holding on to the outcome of a situation, we free up space for higher vibrations to enter. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. Once you remove the junk, there's space for light and air to flow freely. So, what are you holding on to right now that's keeping your vibration low? Is it a belief that you're not good enough? Is it a fear about the future? Is it resentment towards someone who hurt you? Whatever it is, I want you to take a moment to acknowledge it. Don't judge it. Just recognize that it's there. And then, I want you to ask yourself, what would happen if I let this go? How would my energy shift? How would my life change if I stopped carrying this weight with me every day? When you let go, your vibration rises naturally. It's like dropping a heavy stone that you've been carrying in your backpack. You instantly feel lighter. And this is the key to raising your vibration, even in hard times. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect or denying the challenges you're facing. It's about choosing to shift your energy in spite of those challenges. It's about realizing that no matter what's happening around you, you have the power within you to elevate your state of being. Here's where it gets real. All of this, your breath, your focus, your ability to let go, it's all within your control. No one else can do this for you. You have the power to change your vibration in any moment, regardless of your external circumstances. But the question is, are you willing to take responsibility for your energy Are you willing to make that shift, even when it feels difficult? Because once you do, you'll start to see the world differently. You'll start to realize that no matter how hard life gets, you can always choose a higher vibration. And that choice, my friend, is the most powerful thing you have. We've all heard the phrase, "You are what you think," but how deeply have you considered its truth? Your thoughts are not just fleeting images or words running through your mind. They are the architects of your vibration. Every thought you have is like a stone dropped into the pond of your energy field, causing ripples that extend outward and influence everything around you. So, if you want to raise your vibration, it's crucial to understand the hidden force behind those thoughts and how they control your energy. Here's the thing, most of the time, we aren't even aware of the thoughts we're thinking. Our minds run on autopilot, playing the same loops over and over again. The problem is, these loops are often rooted in fear, doubt, self-criticism, and negativity. And those thoughts, when repeated enough, become beliefs. And those beliefs, they become the foundation of your vibration. Think about it. How many times a day do you catch yourself thinking something like, "I'm not good enough, I'll never get out of this situation," or "everything is going wrong"? These thoughts are sneaky because they often hide in the background, shaping your reality without you even realizing it. They're like the invisible puppeteers pulling the strings of your mood, your energy, and ultimately, your life. So, how do we break free from this hidden force? How do we stop these negative thought loops from controlling our vibration? It starts with awareness. You can't change what you aren't aware of, and this is where mindfulness comes into play. I'm not talking about sitting in meditation for hours on end, although that can be powerful too. I'm talking about becoming aware of your thoughts in real time and leaving things delayed to the very last minute. Start noticing the stories your mind is telling you. Are they stories of fear and limitation, or are they stories of possibility and abundance? Here's a powerful exercise you can start right now. The next time you catch yourself in a negative thought loop, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is this thought serving me? If the answer is no, then ask yourself another question. What's a better thought I could choose right now? This simple act of questioning your thoughts can instantly shift your vibration because it interrupts the autopilot mode and puts you back in the driver's seat of your energy. But here's the deeper question. Why do we cling to negative thoughts, even when we know they're not serving us? The answer lies in something called the comfort zone. As strange as it sounds, negativity can feel comfortable because it's familiar. We've been conditioned to expect struggle, to believe in our limitations, and to focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. And over time, this becomes our comfort zone. It's what we know, and stepping outside of it into a space of higher vibration can feel scary or even impossible. But here's the truth. Your comfort zone is an illusion. It's not actually safe. In fact, it's the very thing that's keeping you stuck in a low vibrational state. The only way to break free from it is to challenge those limiting beliefs head-on. And that requires courage. It requires you to step into the unknown, to choose thoughts that feel uncomfortable at first because they're so different from what you're used to. But this discomfort is a sign that you're growing, that you're shifting your vibration to a higher frequency. So, let's talk about how you can start challenging those limiting beliefs. One of the most effective ways to do this is through positive affirmations. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Affirmations? Really? Isn't that just some cheesy self-help trick? But stay with me for a moment. Affirmations are not about lying to yourself or pretending that everything is perfect. They're about consciously choosing thoughts that elevate your vibration and align with the reality you want to create. Here's how it works. Every time you say or think a positive affirmation, you're planting a seed in your subconscious mind. And just like any seed, it needs time and repetition to grow. At first, it might feel awkward or even fake to say things like, "I am worthy," "I am abundant," or "I am capable of overcoming any challenge." But that's because your subconscious mind is still operating on the old, limiting beliefs. But the more you repeat these affirmations, the more you reprogram your subconscious. And as your subconscious changes, so does your vibration. The key here is consistency. You can't just say an affirmation once and expect your life to change overnight. Think of it like going to the gym. You wouldn't expect to get fit after one workout, right? It's the same with your mind and your vibration. You have to train it daily. Start with just a few affirmations that resonate with you and repeat them as often as you can. When you wake up, when you're in the shower, when you're stuck in traffic, before you go to bed. Over time, you'll start to notice a shift in how you feel, and your external reality will begin to reflect that shift. Now let's take this a step further. Affirmations are powerful, but there's something even more transformative you can do to boost your vibration instantly. Act as if. This means embodying the energy of the reality you want to create right now, even before it manifests. If you want to attract abundance, start acting like an abundant person. How would they think? How would they speak? How would they carry themselves? If you want to experience more love in your life, start acting like someone who is deeply loved and loving. How would they show up in the world? When you act as if, you're not just thinking higher vibrational thoughts, you're living them. And this is where the magic happens. Because when your thoughts, words, and actions are all aligned with a higher vibration, the universe has no choice but to reflect that back to you. It's the law of attraction in action. You become a magnet for the experiences, opportunities, and people that match your new frequency. But there's an important question to ask yourself here. What does my current vibration say about what I'm attracting? Are you acting, thinking, and speaking from a place of scarcity, fear, or doubt? Or are you embodying the energy of abundance, love, and joy? This is where radical honesty comes in. It's not always easy to admit that we're the ones keeping our vibration low, but taking responsibility for your energy is the first step to changing it. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait for your circumstances to change before you raise your vibration. You can start right now, exactly where you are. The moment you decide to shift your thoughts, to let go of limiting beliefs, and to act as if your highest self is already here, your vibration will rise. And when that happens, life will start to flow in ways you never thought possible. So, I'll leave you with this question. What are you waiting for? If you have the power within you to change your vibration and transform your reality, why not start now? Why not choose thoughts, words, and actions that lift you up, that align you with a life you truly desire? Because here's the truth. The universe is already responding to your energy. The only question is, what kind of energy are you putting out? Now that we have explored how thoughts shape your vibration and how you can consciously shift them, let's dive deeper into an even more profound aspect of your energy, your emotions. If thoughts are the architects of your vibration, then emotions are the fuel. They are the raw energy that either lifts you to new heights or pulls you down into lower states. But what if I told you that you have the power to transform even your most difficult emotions into something that raises your vibration? This is the art of emotional alchemy. Turning the lead of negative emotions into the gold of high-frequency energy. We've all heard that we should stay positive, but let's be real for a second. Life is messy, it's unpredictable. There are times when we feel anger, sadness, fear, or frustration. And those emotions can feel overwhelming. So what do we do when we're in the middle of a low vibration emotional storm? Do we just pretend everything is fine? Do we suppress those feelings and fake positivity? Absolutely not. That's not how emotional alchemy works. In fact, suppressing emotions only keeps them stuck in your energy field, dragging your vibration down even further. Here's the truth. Your emotions are not the enemy. They are messages, signals from your inner world that are trying to tell you something important. When you feel low vibration emotions like anger or sadness, it's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that something within you needs acknowledgement, healing, or release. And here's where emotional alchemy comes in. Instead of resisting or ignoring those emotions, you can learn to work with them. You can transform them into higher vibration states like peace, clarity, or even joy. So how do we do this? How do we alchemize our emotions and turn that heavy, dense energy into something lighter and more empowering? The first step is to feel your emotions fully. This might sound counterintuitive, but stick with me. When you resist an emotion, it doesn't go away, it just gets buried deeper. But when you allow yourself to feel it, without judgment or resistance, you begin to release its hold on you. This doesn't mean wallowing in it or letting it take over your life. It means creating a safe, intentional space to honor that emotion and let it move through you. Here's a practical way to start. The next time you're feeling a low vibration emotion, find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Instead of trying to push the emotion away, invite it in. Ask yourself, where in my body am I feeling this emotion? Is it in your chest, your stomach, your throat? Then simply sit with it. Don't try to label it as good or bad. Don't try to fix it, just feel it. Breathe into it. And as you do, you'll notice something incredible. The emotion will start to shift. You see, emotions are energy in motion. When you allow them to flow naturally, they move through you and eventually dissipate. But when you resist or suppress them, they get stuck and stagnate, lowering your vibration. By feeling your emotions fully, you're giving them permission to move, to transform. And once they begin to lift, you can take the next step in emotional alchemy, asking yourself, what is this emotion trying to teach me? Every emotion, no matter how painful, carries a lesson. Maybe your anger is showing you where your boundaries have been crossed. Maybe your sadness is pointing to something you've been avoiding. Maybe your fear is highlighting an area where you need to build more trust. When you can view your emotions as teachers rather than enemies, you begin to extract the wisdom from them. And that wisdom raises your vibration because it shifts you from a state of reaction to a state of empowerment. But let's go even deeper. Once you've felt the emotion and understood its message, you can take the final step in emotional alchemy, transmuting it into higher vibration energy. This is where the magic happens. You've already done the hard work of processing the emotion, and now you get to transform it into something that serves you. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through gratitude. Yes, even gratitude for the difficult emotions. Let me ask you a deep question. What if you could be grateful for every emotion you experience, even the painful ones? What if, instead of wishing them away, you could thank them for the clarity, growth, and transformation they bring? This doesn't mean you have to enjoy feeling sad or angry, but it does mean recognizing the role those emotions play in your journey. When you can find gratitude for the lessons your emotions bring, you instantly raise your vibration because gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can tap into. Here's how you can practice this. After you've processed a difficult emotion, take a moment to reflect on how it has served you. What did it show you about yourself? How did it help you grow? Then shift into a state of gratitude. You can even say out loud, Thank you for this emotion. Thank you for the growth, for the clarity, for the opportunity to heal. As you do this, you'll feel your energy shift. What was once heavy and dense will begin to feel lighter, more expansive. This is emotional alchemy in action. Transforming the low into the high, the dark into the light. But let's be clear, this doesn't mean you'll never experience low vibration emotions again. Life will always present challenges, and emotions will continue to arise. But emotional alchemy gives you the power to navigate those emotions with grace and wisdom. Instead of being at the mercy of your emotions, you become the master of them. You learn to ride the waves instead of being swept away by them. And in doing so, you create a new baseline for your vibration, a baseline that's higher, more stable, and unshakable. So, the next time you find yourself in a low vibration state, remember this: you have the power to transform it. You have the ability to turn your most difficult emotions into fuel for your growth, your healing, and your highest vibration. And every time you do, you're not just boosting your vibration in that moment, you're building the emotional resilience that will keep your vibration high, no matter what life throws your way. Now that we've explored how to shift your thoughts and emotions to raise your vibration, let's dive into the final, most profound piece of the puzzle: your purpose. If you want to sustain a high vibration over time, even during the most difficult periods of your life, there's one thing that will keep you anchored no matter what: living in alignment with your true purpose. This is the ultimate key to maintaining a high vibration, because purpose gives your life meaning, direction, and a sense of fulfillment that transcends any temporary challenges. But let's be honest, how often do we get caught up in the day-to-day grind, disconnected from what truly lights us up inside? We spend so much time chasing external goals, money, success, approval, that we forget to ask the deeper question: what is it that I'm really here for? What is it that makes my soul come alive? If you've ever felt like something was missing, even when everything on the outside seemed fine, it's usually because you're not aligned with your true purpose. And that misalignment, it lowers your vibration, whether you realize it or not. Purpose isn't necessarily about your job or career, although it can be. It's about who you are at the deepest level and how you choose to express that in the world. It's about tapping into what brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of contribution. When you're living in alignment with your purpose, your vibration naturally stays high because you're in a state of flow. You're doing what you love, what feels right to your soul, and that energy radiates outward. So, let me ask you a powerful question. Are you living your purpose right now? And if not, what's holding you back? Many people struggle with this because they've been conditioned to believe that their purpose has to be something grand or extraordinary. But here's the truth: your purpose doesn't have to be something that changes the world on a massive scale. It can be as simple as living a life that feels authentic to you, doing things that bring you joy, and sharing that energy with others. If you're not sure what your purpose is, don't worry. You're not alone. It's a journey of discovery, and you don't have to figure it all out at once. But here's where you can start. What makes you feel alive? What activities, experiences, or moments bring you joy, peace, or fulfillment? These are clues to your purpose. It's not about what society tells you should matter. It's about what feels right at a soul level. When you follow those feelings, when you prioritize the things that light you up, you naturally raise your vibration because you're acting in alignment with who you truly are. But here's the challenge. So many of us are afraid to pursue our purpose because we've been taught that it's impractical. Maybe you've been told that following your passions won't pay the bills, or that you need to stick to a safe path. But the irony is, when you ignore your purpose, you end up feeling empty, disconnected, and unfulfilled, no matter how much external success you achieve. And that emptiness, it keeps your vibration low. And when you're living out of alignment with your true self, it doesn't matter how much you try to boost your vibration. You'll always feel like something is missing. So, how do you break free from that fear and start living your purpose? It begins with trust. You have to trust that when you follow what lights you up, the universe will support you. This is one of the greatest lessons on the spiritual path. When you align with your purpose, doors will open, opportunities will present themselves, the right people will come into your life. But you have to take the first step. You have to be willing to listen to that inner calling, even if it feels scary or uncertain. One of the most powerful ways to connect with your purpose is through service. When you live in service to something greater than yourself, whether it's helping others, contributing to a cause, or simply spreading joy, you tap into a higher vibration. Why? Because service is love in action. And love is the highest vibration there is. When you give from a place of authenticity and purpose, you're not just boosting your own vibration, you're elevating the energy of everyone around you. This is why people who live with purpose often inspire others without even trying. Their energy is contagious because they're living in alignment with their soul. But here's the deep question for you. What are you here to give? What unique gifts, talents, or perspectives do you have that could make a difference in someone's life, no matter how small? Your purpose isn't just about what you get from life, it's about what you give. When you focus on how you can serve, how you can add value to the world in your own authentic way, your vibration naturally rises. You stop worrying so much about external validation or success because you're fulfilled from within. And here's where the magic happens. When you live in alignment with your purpose, even the hard times don't shake you as much. Sure, challenges will still come, life will still throw its curveballs, but when you know you're on the right path, when you're living true to yourself, those challenges don't hold the same weight. They become opportunities for growth, for deepening your connection to your purpose. And because your vibration is already high, you are able to navigate those challenges with more grace and resilience. So as we come to the end of this journey, I want to leave you with this final thought. Your vibration is the key to the life you want to create. But raising your vibration isn't just about quick fixes or temporary boosts. It's about living in alignment with your true self, your true purpose. It's about choosing thoughts, emotions, and actions that reflect the highest version of you. And when you do that, not only do you transform your own life, you become a beacon of light for others. Ask yourself, what would my life look like if I lived every day in alignment with my highest purpose? How would I feel? How would my energy shift? The answer to those questions isn't just a dream, it's a reality that's within your reach. And it all starts with the decision to live your truth, to honor your purpose, and to trust that the universe will support you every step of the way. This is the ultimate key to sustaining a high vibration, even during hard times. You were born with a unique purpose, and when you align with it, your vibration naturally rises. So take that step. Listen to your inner calling, and as you do, watch how your energy shifts, how your life transforms, and how the world around you begins to reflect the higher vibration you're choosing to live in.